When you come to the options segment page here, you'll find something called this option chain analysis. Okay. Now, option chain analysis is a page which comprehensively helps you to analyze the options. Say, for example, you want to analyze on which call option you can buy or which one you can sell, or the major open interest factors for that purpose. Then one can come to the options page here. On the options page, one can type on this option chain analysis page. One can type in the particular script name. Say you want to check for Nifty or Bank Nifty. You'll type in the script name here, and then the expiry date. Today the expiry already happened. Let's take the case of for next week or the month end expiry, which is around 25th of February. Any weekly option, or you can put in the monthly options also. And then accordingly downside on the same page you'll find the option chain analysis page, and also downside you'll find a proper matrix available. Like you see this Nifty option strategies link here you'll find a proper matrix available, wherein it will suggest you automatically if the market is bullish, if Nifty or any particular index or the market overall is looking bullish, then which strategies can be followed, or if the market is looking bearish, then which strategies can be followed, or if the market is range bound as it is happening nowadays, like it's in a mild downside but sideways movements are happening. If the market is range bound, then which strategies can be followed, or if it can move either ways, means this one can move either ways. It means, suppose for example some big news is going to come in, like election results are there or quarterly results are there, some big news is coming in, and you know that by virtue of that news, or the market can be volatile, the market can be highly volatile, but whether it will be going up or whether it will be coming down, we don't have any idea upon that. Say for example, as it happens on budget day. Okay, then in volatile markets, highly volatile markets, which strategy to follow, that it shows you here. Say for example, in the current scenario, if I want to apply a short straddle or a short strangle, any hedging strategies, these are all hedging strategies. Why we hedge in options? We hedge in options to minimize our risk and maximize on the returns part. Yes, options can be some sharp tools. Options can be some very harmful tools if not used properly. Okay, they can cut into your principal amount as such. That is why hedging always makes sense, but yes, it requires a good capital. But if you're trading naked call or put options also, then also you should know where to put your stop losses or where to put your targets as such. Suppose for example, I want to go for a hedge there. Then in this range bound condition, any strategy you select here and click on the button, accordingly it will take you to the next page. It will automatically take you to the next page where it will show you the most probable combination in that strategy, like under that strategy, which call or put option you can buy or which call or put options you can sell. That it shows you on the next page here. Suppose I executed a short strangle strategy, which is a range bound condition. Now accordingly it automatically takes into picture the current at the money scenario and in the money scenarios and shows to you which we did a short strangle. In a short strangle we sell a put option as well as we sell a call option also, both selling. Similarly, a long strangle will be something wherein we buy a call option and we buy a put option also. Okay, now in the short strangle here, we do a long strangle in terms of volatile markets. Either it can be going up or it can be coming down. Now here, suppose for example, in this one, we did a short strangle. We are selling a out of money call or put option as well as we are selling a out of money call option. Yeah, so sorry, at the money put option and at the money call option, which are 1550, 15050 and 15150. Okay, and accordingly it shows it to you the premium values, and also it shows you the quotient Greek values also, like how much is the delta, gamma, theta, vega, or how much is the quotient Greek values, that also it shows you here. And further importantly, the risk is to reward ratio in any strategy. It also shows you the payoff details or the risk is to reward ratio. Now any short strategy you take, if you may be taking a short call or short put, or you may be doing a multiple leg short strategy like short strangle as we did here. Now any short strategy we do there, the reward will be limited. Normally the reward will be the total premium amount which we get from the markets when we sell any options. So maximum reward is the total of the two premium values, and risk will be unlimited. That normally happens in shorting any position. That's why be careful. But yes, you get an idea for any sort of strategy you execute, whether you may be executing a bullish strategy or you may be executing a bearish strategy. it gives an idea on the risk reward ratio. How much is the maximum risk? How much is the maximum reward? That is, it shows you on the page here. Further, yeah, Manoj, I'm coming to that. As I said, I haven't come to that point yet, like naked call or put option, what to do about that. Let me finish up the topic and then I'll be coming to that also. So further downside, it shows you the payoff details, and here you'll find the payoff chart available wherein along the x-axis, and this is applicable, gentlemen, why I'm explaining this in details, because this is applicable for strategies as well as trading in naked call or put options. Suppose the market is looking bullish, for example, from Monday onwards, if it so happens market gets bullish and I want to buy a call option, then if I want to see the payoff to analyze, if I want to analyze where I can put the stop loss or the target values, then also we'll have to come in a similar way itself. The only thing is, where here we took 2 leg positions. Here the whole strategy had 2 legs. If you take a naked call or put option, then it will be having 1 leg only, right? Now this payoff diagram here, it's along the x-axis it shows you the different strike prices. Along the y-axis it shows you the premium values. The x-axis shows you the different strike prices. Along the y-axis it shows you the premium values. Now here 2 different lines will be there. Okay, this red line, it shows you the payoff if you carry on the portion till expiry. Like if you hold on the portion till expiry, it may be monthly or weekly expiry. So this red line shows the payoff if you carry on the portion till expiry. Okay, and this blue line here, this shows you the payoff if for intraday trading. Suppose, for example, in a single day, if the market moves and the 100 points up from here, or if the market moves and the 100 points down from here, then how much can be the premium value that it shows you here. For example, now we took a call and put option. Now tomorrow, for example, going forward tomorrow, today the markets expired at 15,119. Okay, today it got over at 15,119. So we are standing somewhere around this point. Our break-even point is somewhere just near around 15,100. Now suppose in a single day tomorrow, if the market goes to 5150 and the 50 points up from here, and the 100 points up from here, or if it goes under 100 points down from here, then what can be the increase or decrease in premium that it shows you in the blue line here. In a single day, if the price goes certain 100 points up or 100 points down, what can be the increase in or decrease in premium that it shows you on the blue line here. Similarly, this red line, if you see, if the market is remaining broadly between 15,050 and if the market is broadly remaining somewhere between 15,850 rather, these 2 extreme points, break-even points are here. This one, that is somewhere around 14,800 on the downside, and this one, that is somewhere around 15,400 on the upside. Price expiring anywhere between these 2 points, we will be getting certain amount of profit. Given that we have sold both the options. If it goes beyond 14,800 or if it goes above 15,400, then our strategy will be getting into losses then, because this is a range bound strategy, right? So that is why. Similarly, if it is a bullish setup you create, I'll show you a bullish example, then it will be more clear. Just 1 minute. Suppose we take a bullish setup. In a bullish setup, we do a long one. Yeah, similarly, if you see that the market is bullish and we want to create a bullish setup wherein we do a bull call spread or a bull put spread. Suppose, for example, we do a bull call spread. And accordingly, in a bull call spread, we buy a call option. We buy normally a in the money call option and we sell a out of money put call option. We buy a call, we sell a call, but we buy a in the money call, we sell a out of money, that is 15,250 call has been sold. So that if the price goes up, my buy 15,100, that will give me profits. And so accordingly here, this is a bullish strategy. So a bullish strategy should be giving you profits when the market goes upside, right? And that is represented by the payoff diagram here. It shows you the levels, okay? It shows you the levels where you can, accordingly you can strategize where to put the stop loss or target. Suppose, for example, technically, why I took you to the charts initially, to show you the major support or resistance levels, okay? Now, you bring that to mind now, okay? Suppose, for example, I told you somewhere around 15,300 on the upside can be a major resistance. Similarly, somewhere downside, around 14,880 or 14,890, that can be a strong support there. So Now you can analyze. Suppose in a single day, if the price goes to 15,200 or 15,250, what can be the increase in the premium value, where you need to put your targets. Similarly, if the price is coming down, say it comes down to 15,900, 14,900, then how much can be the losses? That you can see here. These were my extreme points as per the technicals. Somewhere around these points were the extreme one. 15,000, not 15,300, sorry, I got that one. This 15,250 and 14,900 approximately, right? And accordingly, you can see how much can be the profit on the upside or how much can be the losses on the downside there, right? Similarly, if you go for expiry trading, then also since expiry is nearby only, if you go for expiry trading, if the price expires anywhere above 15,250, then I'll be into profits there. This is a bullish setup, and accordingly, if the price next week expiry it happens above 15,250, then my profits will be how much? 79 points. If it expires below 15,100, then I'll be into losses. If it expires below 15,150, then I'll be into losses here, right? Now, any strategy you create now for trading options, what I showed here was what we can do for intraday trading and what we can do for expiry trading. But then there will be a third set of traders, or there will be a third case wherein we go for positional trading setup. What I mean to say is, many times we carry forward our position, not till expiry, but we carry forward our position, say for next 2 days or next 3 days, something like that. A positional trading or a swing trading. For example, I see that suppose for example, if I assume that Nifty might have made a bottom around this 15,100 region and it can move up from here, so I can go for a position buy. Just in case, I can go for a position buy. Then obviously we need to do a premium calculation to see if I apply a bullish strategy here and I hold on to that strategy for next 3-4 days, then what can be my increase in premium value. Currently for this strategy, how much is the premium that you pay to the markets? You bought the call option at 154.25 and you sold the call option, out of money call option at 83.7. Okay, so the difference of the two, I think that will be how much? Somewhere around 50 plus 20, 70 points approximately. That is the net amount which you pay to the market. 70 points is the net amount which you pay to the market. Now, if we click on this forecast calculator button, okay, the other one, this forecast calculator button, it will show you on the next page. Now here, this is the total amount which is in this is my total amount which is in risk currently, 70 points. That is the total risk currently. Okay, and suppose for example I see that I hold on to the position and I want to see next 2-3 days, say for example by Monday, if the price goes to 15,250, then what can be my increase in premium? So that premium calculation, accordingly I need to check it out, right? I need to check it out where I can put my stop loss or targets. And for that purpose, obviously when we are trading options, there will be something called as time decay. Accordingly, the premium value erodes. The premium value erodes on a day-to-day basis, every day. Now suppose for example I hold on to this position for next 3 days. 3 days, that is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, after 3 days I hold on to the position for 3 days, and accordingly I want to see if within 3 days, for example by Monday morning, if the price opens at somewhere around 15,250, then what can be my increase in premium value, that I can recalculate here. So as you can see, this number changing, right, from 70 rupees it went to 117 rupees. So for example in next 3 days, I took this 15,350, right? Say let's example we take 15,300. So if the price goes to 15,300, then my profit on the upside will be 107 points minus 70, that is 37 points. So accordingly you can mark it out where you need to put your stop loss or targets. Same on the downside also, if you want to see if the price goes to 14,900, then where should my stop loss be? If I'm going for a buy strategy, and if the price decedes, if the price reduces, if the price comes down to 14,900, then what? The premium will decay, obviously, from the 70 rupees premium which we paid today. It will come down, net premium which we paid today, it will come down to 22 rupees, my overall premium value, right? So accordingly, one can mark out the stop loss and targets, and also you'll find this option portfolio tracker here, something called this portfolio tracker here, where you can track your positions. Any strategy you create, you can go on to save that strategy here. Any strategy you create, you can go on to save the strategy here, and accordingly, say randomly I put any strategy you create, you can copy to the portfolio tracker page. On the portfolio tracker page, you can name the strategy. Say randomly I took it 11, then I take it 11,000. The long call option of say 12,100, for example. It might be moving at some 50 rupees or 60 rupees, anything. That the value I can put it here. And stop loss and target also you can put it here, and you can go on to save the strategy. Okay, any strategy you save from next time onwards, you can, this is for portfolio tracking. And people who want to do paper trading, they can do paper trading also on this page here on options, whereby it shows you the open, this is the open position which it is showing for me. And also if you want to see your previous closed positions, that are those also, you can check it out. Can you see on the screen here? For any strategy which you create, simultaneously you can check out the payoff chart at any point of time, or you want to edit that strategy, that can be done here, and a lot of functionalities are available. Or if you want to get the SMS and email alerts, that is also possible. Now this is for the customized strategy. This is for the ready-made some customized strategy already available. But if you want to create your own setup, like if you want to create a suppose for example, being an option trader, you saw a bullish trend, and accordingly you want to buy a call option, then downside you'll be able to see this chain analysis page, option chain analysis page, where you can select the particular strike price. Suppose you want to buy a call option and you want to analyze what can be the payoff, or what can be the risk level, or what can be the target level. Then you can come to the option chain analysis page here, and if you scroll downside, further, currently today's expiry happened at 15,119, so which is around this point, somewhere between this point, right, between 15,100 and 15,150. So my at the money options are currently 15,100 and 15,150. Now suppose I want to buy a call option for the next week expiry. I want to buy a call option. That action you can select here, whether you want to go for a buy or whether you want to go for a sell. That action you can select here, and also the number of lots too. Suppose I take one lot only, and buying a simple vanilla call option here. Then click on this calculate option payoff. When you click on the option payoff button, it will take you to the next page, where same thing, it will show you the premium value, and also it will show you the portion Greek for that particular strike price. Suppose if you want to know what is the delta value of 15,100 call option currently. So the delta value is how much? 0.56, right? These different factors like delta, gamma, theta, vega, rho, they help you to calculate the option premium values. I'll give a simple example. For example, if I am to explain what is this delta, portion delta. Now delta is nothing but the rate of change of premium for every 1 rupee rise or fall in the underlying script there. So if my Nifty goes up by 1 rupee, my delta is 0.56. So what does it mean? That means if Nifty goes up by 100 rupees, my option premium, this premium value will rise by 56 rupees here. If Nifty goes up 10 rupees, this premium will rise by 5.6 rupees. If Nifty goes up by 100 rupees, say from 119, if in a single day tomorrow, if it goes to 219, then my premium value will go up by 56 rupees here. Hope it is clear. And similarly, if you want to learn about other aspects of option premium value and how to calculate them, then obviously those things are taught in details in our training classes, options training classes, that you can look to attend. But this one on the software side here, as I said, you can calculate the payoff also. Now this we took up. Normally we buy options for intraday purpose. Normally buying and carrying, holding on to the options for a longer period of time, it doesn't make any sense. We do it for an intraday purpose. And here accordingly, this blue line shows the payoff diagram. Suppose for example, tomorrow going forward, from 1519, if the price is going up, if it goes up by another 50 points, then what will be my increase in premium value? It will be 18 rupees then, right? I told you, now again recall the charts. I told you on the upside, where is the major resistance? Somewhere around 250 zone currently. So if it goes up to 250 in a single day, for example tomorrow, then the increase in premium can be how much? Somewhere around somewhere between 250, somewhere around this 83 points. The total option premium will be 83 points here. That will be the profit part, sorry. Right, similarly, if it is coming down, then as per the major support levels, what can be the decline premium that you can mark it from here. And accordingly, when you're trading options, you can mark it out where I need to put my stop loss value and where I need to put my target value. Hope this point is clear to all of you. When it loads the page,